Hello, Soul Loves, it's Caliente, and welcome back to Soul Expressions. Today's reading is going to be about your higher selves, your guides, or your spirit guides and loved ones in spirit, and what messages they have in store for you. So, if you've been wanting to reach out and hear more information from the powers that be that are all around you, from your guides, from your departed loved ones, from your higher self, this is your reading. So take a moment and you can meditate on any one of these piles. Pile 1 with this crystal, pile 2 with that one, and pile 3. This is your reading. Choose from any one of these 3 groups. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Hello, my group 1. If you picked the Howlite, this is your reading. Howlite is a very special crystal. It's a crown chakra crystal. It's a third eye crystal. And if you pick this crystal, you're done with the illusions. You're done with putting on a mask and acting as if you are not who you truly are. You're at a place right now where you just want to be your true authentic self, and you're looking for ways to express that. So group 1, here's your reading, because you are a manifestation of what you came here to do, and your spirit guides and your loved ones on the other side, and your angels and your higher self and all that you subscribe to is going to share with you how. Here's your reading, group 1. Let's see. Ooh, you got a few cards that came out. You have triumphant success. That's the Ace of Swords. You have mental conflict, and you have authority, which this is the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords. And then this is the Emperor in the major arcana. So what I'm seeing for you, group 1, is that you are, as I mentioned, someone who has been living a life that doesn't feel authentic. You have been under the illusions that maybe the material gains, the prestige, the popularity, maybe just being on social media and strutting your stuff and making hype or creating hype has been the way to go. However, it's left you with this conflict because you do have the success, right? You have this immense feeling of, oh, you're popular, things are going your way, but then there are things that are not sitting right with you, not sitting right with your higher self, not sitting right with who you truly are. And so you're having this mental conflict, this battle within on what's right and what's wrong. And all that's really happening for you, group 1, is that you're having a battle of the wills, a battle of a moral dilemma of who you truly are and how you really want to show up in the world. And this is how you really will show up in the world, as someone who has integrity, who is powerful, who knows right from wrong, who is very influential, but also in a way that is fair, in a way that is creates this amount of power and authority in a way that people look up to you, not in a way that you abuse power. However, you are feeling that you may be doing things that are not in alignment right now. And that's okay, because that's why you gravitated towards this reading right now, because you just need to be reminded that the only battle you really are having are not with external people, not with an external force or circumstances. It's all within. And that when you sit with yourself, when you can meditate, when you can find time to just be with yourself and be with your thoughts and connect to your higher self and to whatever, you subscribe to, whether it's God, the universe, light, energy, that you know who you truly are. And again, you are a successful being. I think you're just in a point in your life right now where you're reevaluating how you want to be seen and what you want to put forth in this world. And that's a good thing because you're just reinventing yourself. And again, it's going to be a very powerful placement, and one that's going to be looked upon in a very favorable way. Let's see what your other cards come in. So yes, this is very interesting. You are someone who's very loyal. This shows up your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. So you are someone who's really, really looked upon in a favorable light. You're someone that people, and the mass, I feel like you have this presence. You could be like a fire sign, I get, someone who's, and even a grounded earth sign, and definitely air signs. There's a lot of air happening right now, right here. But someone who is so extremely loyal, but at the same time, very loving and devoted. And hence why you're loyal. And hence why people find that they can come to you. And you're someone that, is someone who is trusted. And again, I get the feeling that you are someone on a platform, whether you're a teacher, a leader, an influencer, someone who has a trainer, a coach. I'm getting that sense of you're someone who is in kind of the limelight or looked up to. And so, again, you have just been kind of readjusting, working on ways of how can you improve and how can you get out of your own way and how can you heal yourself from the past trauma, which is a great place to be. And here you have hope. Your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out if they see you at your low point. Whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there's always hope. And this goes perfectly with the mental conflict, because I think there has been some upsets, especially coming out of this very intense planetary season. And now starting the equinox, where you have an ability to start fresh, to really create hope for yourself, and to realize that, whatever difficult situation you've been caught up in, whether it's yours or someone else's, you can be that change. You can change things around. Things don't have to be the way they show up for you, and that you have the power to change that. And here's the Pride card. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. And I think that is part of connecting with the authority, right? Of how you're seen and respected, and the loyalty. It's because you love yourself and you see yourself in everyone else. So you're also like the cheerleader of everyone else. Again, I get the sense you're a coach, you're a leader. You're the type of person who knows how to lead, who knows how to uplift, who knows how to bring forth, what is needed for others to feel like they can accomplish what they need to accomplish. And that also gives you pride, because you're doing what you're meant to be doing. You just need a little recalibration, right? A little recalibration and how it's being done. And I get your spirit guides and your angels and loved ones are always with you. And they like when you are self-sufficient and you can do things for yourself, but they also love it when you come to them and you just kind of ask for help and love. And here's a card, saying that we are connected. And I think this group really knows that they're connected. This is like water beads, and how all the cells and molecules are connected, so are we. And this is really a beautiful message, because it's a reminder that when you hurt, others hurt. When you're succeeding, others can succeed, and vice versa. When others are succeeding, you celebrate their successes, and when they're in pain, you also hurt for them. And again, that just makes you a very amazing, wonderful, loving person to be around. And if you've been feeling like you haven't been that person, this is your guide's reminder that you are that person. They want you to create sacred space. And you know, you can do that in any way. Here there's a picture of smudge, a sage, and you're smudging, but please use what calls to you respectfully in order to smudge and clear and create sacred space. And this goes back to the whole mental conflict card. The reason why they want you creating sacred space is because they want you to find a place for yourself where you can come to when you're having those mental struggles, when you're having those moments of like, I don't feel good enough. I don't think I can lead. I think I'm an imposter. I think this group sometimes feels like they're imposters. They have that imposter syndrome. But you are really much more than that. You're a badass, group one. You really are the ones that break down the doors and the barriers for others. And here's your other card, 13, which is the number 4. And for me, you know, you have 1 and 2 and 3. There's a lot of like beginnings and stability and connection and teamwork. And this is an effort. Like, as long as you make the effort, as long as you put one step forward, as long as you cheer on the underdog and you're always with your team rooting them on, you can't go wrong, group 1. You really can't. And I think that what's wonderful about that is that you have this sense and this ability to really touch into what is asked and what is needed in your environment. You're the type that, you know, you go into a room all nervous, not knowing how you're going to lead or what you're going to say, and you sense the room and you immediately, you know what is needed and what it is required, and you just, it's in you, it's innate. And I'm just going to pull out some charms. As you can see, these are some charms from the other side. And I love these charms. They're beautiful. And I'm just going to pick out a few. And these are going to be your messages from your loved ones from the other side, as you can see. So here we have, oh, there's a few that came out. Oh, quite a few. Oh. So let's start with the one that fell first. This is peace. This is all about peace and love, and it's the peace sign, and it's also the dove sign. So I get that, you know, they're sending you lots of love and peace because there is a need for you again to get out of your mind, right? And get into connection with spirit, because you know that things, you've been doing things in a more 3D physical, you know, you're a great manifester, you're great at creating material creations and success and abundance. However, there hasn't been a peace of mind. There hasn't been a peace of your soul, of love. And they're reminding you that, you know, the peace is within you, and you can always connect to them when you need peace. And in the dolphins are always about play and fun and keeping it kind of like having that childlike energy, that playful energy where you can continue to be in the flow, right? Be in the flow. Dolphins are such sacred, beautiful animals. There we go. And this is all about like continuing to play in partnership with others, with your loved ones, with those that you are guiding. And then the shamrock, the lucky clover, right? I think it's a lucky clover, not the shamrock. And forgive me if I'm not saying it correctly or misidentifying it. But this is luck, right? You see this green is all about the heart. These are in shapes of the heart. And I think that when you continue to follow your soul's passion, your heart, what's in your heart's desire, luck is always on your side. You're very abundant, group 1. And then you have the amethyst crystal, is all about intuition. This is all about your third eye, also your crown chakra. I usually meditate with the amethyst crystal when I really want to connect to my spirituality and my spirit loved ones and my guides. And this is just a reminder, you know, to, again, go within whenever you feel this mental conflict. You are triumphant. You are an authority. You are considered loyal. There's hope. There's all this pride because you are such a wonderful giver. And it's time for you to receive, and love yourself just as much. And remember that you are connected. and you have friends on the other side saying hello, perhaps giving you some love, perhaps just being with you, so you know that you have people you can connect to. And you have the atlas, the globe, the world, which I feel that you're going to be a powerful impact on the globe, and that the work you're doing is helping to elevate this earth, this new earth, as we say. You know, we're light workers here to do our work, to shine our light, to help others also elevate. And as we elevate, the earth elevates, and we create a new heaven here on this earth. And that is exactly what you're here to do, Group 1. You have a lot of blessings. You have a lot of loved ones on the other side that are rooting you on, cheering you on, reminding you to go back into your soul center and connect to your heart's passion, and take the effort, create your sacred space. Remember, we are all connected and you are so loved. If you resonated with this reading, Group 1, please put down a little green heart emoji so that I know this is the group you picked. And please like and subscribe and share to others. That's how the word gets around. And I hope that this message really resonated with you today. Peace, love, and blessings. Hello, Group 2. If you picked this crystal, this is your reading. This is the Lepidolite crystal. This crystal is not only great for the third eye chakra and the heart chakra, but this actually works with all the chakras, because this crystal is all about bringing you calm and soothing your nervous system, and it releases negativity. So if you picked this group, you're someone who really needs to ground and really needs to kind of like do a survey on their life to remove what no longer serves you. So let's see what your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, your loved ones on the other side, and whatever you subscribe to has in store for you. Okay, Group 2, here are your cards, and wow. I just have to say that if you picked this group, also take a look at Group 1, because they got similar cards too. Wow, so again, this is interesting. I get that Group 1 and Group 2 are very similar, different outcomes, but wow, yeah, I'm just amazed. You have to see Group 1 to know what I'm talking about. But let's begin with this group as being someone who is also very triumphant when it comes to taking care of and manifesting your needs. You're really good at that. You're really good at providing. You're really good at sourcing. You're really good at creating the things that are lacking in your life. However, I am seeing that there's been a little bit of lack. And of course, just like Group 1, the lack comes from within. It's how we think. It's what we're thinking. And sometimes we're battling our ego most of the time, actually. It's in a combination with our traumas, our circumstances, the world, what we have going on, the conflicts, the challenges. However, this group really needs to calm and center, because you get really riled up when things are not going as planned. It's like you're so analytical, you're so in your head, you're so in your mind sometimes that it's really hard for you to ground. It's really hard for you to sit down and just be, because you need to do all the time. And with that, you really need to find focus on what's really important. And sometimes you just need to ground. I mean, that's what the Lepidolite is all about. It's kind of like taking care of yourself physically, especially physically, because this is dealing with all your chakras. So a lot of your energy is going towards the top part of your chakras, to your mind, to your head, to your throat. You're perhaps saying things you don't mean, or not saying things when you want to speak up. And it is not conducive to your health right now. So you really need to take care of your health, is what I'm getting. However, remember that you are a manifester too. That whatever you put into fruition, like whatever you plant, you will succeed. Here's a foundation of achievements. This is, and also, wow, you have the same number pattern as group 1. And again, there's a lot of success with this group as well if you get out of your own way. I see this group growing, manifesting, team, family, friends. There's a lot of opportunities. You're at a place right now where you need to start at 0 so you can create this foundation. But remember, you've done this before. You're able to succeed. You're able to create whatever it is you need to create. And you just hit a lull because you need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of your health, and you need to get out of your head. And again, you're going to create so much. This is like the harmony. You guys are really going to create a foundation for love to be spread and to continue to spread. So let's see what your spirit guides, your loved ones, your angels, your higher self has in store for you. So, growth. This group continues to grow. And this card says, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. And I think that's part of why there's so much mental conflict, is because you are so eager to improve, to grow, to get onto the next level. And I think also this group, again, because we're talking about, there's a physical lack that is expressed by this group. You need to rest. In order for you to grow, which you are, you need to rest sometimes and give yourself that pause in order for you to get the momentum to continue going. Sometimes you're on the go, 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 and you do not allow yourself to just be. And here you go, is virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. Again, oh my gosh, this is a group all about expanding and growth. And I think because this group is so much in your head, you're also very connected to spirit when you get out of your head. I think that you do know when spirit's knocking. I do think that you have an inclination and a sixth sense, with your third eye that lets you see and perceive things that are truly there. And I think you need to trust your intuitive abilities, trust your knowing, get out of your head, stop analyzing whether you did hear a whisper. You heard the whisper and it was a message for you, for someone else, but it was what you think it is, and stop over analyzing. This group thinks too much. However, if this group would use their third eye and their crown eye and their crown and, just aligned with it, you guys would receive so much, group 2. And here we have hello from heaven. So your loved ones in the spirit world, want to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking of them, and they're sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love, and to prove they're with you at this time. Again, it's just what I said. Group 2, you're not making it up. What you're feeling, what you're sensing, what you're knowing, what you're intuiting, it is fact. Remember that. When you get a little nudge, when you get a little symbol, when you get a little whisper, when a song plays on the radio after asking a question, those are messages from your loved ones. Those are messages from the spirit world. Those are messages from your higher self, reminding you and allowing you to know the truth that you are so loved and that you are connected. So remember that, group 2, because I think you have a hard time believing that, and sometimes that can self-sabotage, but you're on this growth pattern and you want to expand, you want to continue going. And part of that is it's taking care of your physical self, but also allowing for the messages to come through you and trusting that that's what they are and that you are not crazy. Here's another message from your spirit, guys. I watch over you every day. Again, this group really needs to watch out for symbols. And I'm getting butterflies, I'm getting feathers, heart symbols, little rose petals here and there. Also, like anything playing on the radio, you know, at the moment, listen to the words, they're directed towards you. Ah, clairsentience. You guys are intuitive. And some of you just feel it and you know it and you may sense it. I also get that a lot of you are clairvoyant. Actually, all the clairs, because clairaudient is the whispers and the songs on the radio. So this group, you are highly intuitive, and yet you are not opening up yourself to those gifts. It is time to trust that you are making connection, that you do have amazing intuitive abilities, and that it's okay to express them. And here's your other card. It's spiritual partnership. And that's the number 9, which is completion. And this is interesting because I think that the trajectory that you're on, your growth pattern that you're on, group 2, is that one of being perhaps a psychic or a medium, someone who really does connect with the spirit world and allows yourself to communicate and partner up with them. I think your loved ones really want you to listen to what they have to say, and they're going to instruct you and guide you. This is also going to help you in your everyday life. It's going to create that foundation and success. You have success. You know, there's a lot going on with this group mentally, and you need to just get out of your own head, get out of your own way, and really connect to spirit. Really, really, really do. I think that by meditating, grounding, eating healthy foods, working out, doing things that allow you to really connect to the earth and ground you so that you can really kind of advance and connect to your higher self and spirit guides. And let us get some charms for you. Wow, you guys are really a powerful group. Some of you may have a dog in spirit. It says, love my dog. If you can see that. There's a snail, which again reminds me of like taking things slow. You know, your growth, your expansion doesn't have to be overnight. There's a time for everything and anything, and you can take your time, you know, take your time and really connect to the earth. You got Lollipop, which is all about the sweetness in life and really enjoying life and the colors of life too. I think that, you know, sometimes when we are so much in our heads, we miss out what's in front of us. We miss out on the play, on the colors. You have Elephant, which to me represents abundance and strength and stability. And there's a lot of strength and stability in you, and you just need to continue to going. And remember these symbols may also be other ways that your loved ones are saying hello to you. Here's a heart with the tree of life. And I get that, you guys, there's a lot of heart symbols for you, for group 2. And I get that you're going to find a lot of spiritual strength from grounding and connecting to your loved ones. And here you have the number 11, which is another symbolic message. Whenever you see 1111, that's your angels and your spirit guides wanting to talk to you. I also get, you know, some of you may have a connection to 11 in other ways. I feel that maybe some of you even knew people who passed away on 9/11. I'm picking that up. And so you have loved ones from the other side who are just saying, we're with you and we love you. And of course, you have friends on the other side. You have spiritual friends who are with you, and your guides are your friends. And so this is a reminder, group 2, that you're not alone. that you don't have to constantly fight and overanalyze in your head, right? That you can and have already succeeded in many different ways on a very spiritual level, mental level, material level, and that you really need to take care of your physical body, this physical vessel, because you are meant to really do so much more on the spiritual world. And so in order to connect in a healthy way to the other realms in the spiritual realm, you need to have a strong connection to this earth and this body so that you don't always lose yourself and you maintain a healthy balance. So it's really important for you all. And also to maintain your anxiety and anything that may be disrupting your world. Remember to meditate. Remember to really take the time to be with yourself, to connect to your guides, because they really want to connect with you and they're watching you every day. So know that you have loved ones that are with you and want to be with you and are helping you and want to communicate with you. So group 2, if you really resonated with this reading, please like and subscribe and put a little, I think they have lollipops. They're a little lollipop emoji so that I know that you resonated with this reading. And spread the word, share your love, share your light, because you're meant to do so much more here and you're meant to be a spiritual partner. So peace, love, and blessings. Mwah. Hello, group 3. If you picked this crystal, you guys are very high level souls. This is the Super 7 crystal, which is made up of 7 different minerals. And this is also called the Melody Stone because it is known to harmonize, to calm, to soothe on a spiritual level, physical level, mental level, and emotional level. And this crystal is good for all 7 chakras. So I get that this is my healing group. Group 3, you guys are healers. And so you may be going through some dark nights of the soul. You may be going through a really tough time right now because you're healing that which you will be helping others in the future to heal as well. And it's okay and it's all good. So if you're ready to receive messages from your higher self, from your spiritual group, your spirit guides, angels, ancestors, and loved ones on the other side, here we go. Okay, group 3, here are your cards. Look at that. What did I just say? You guys are the healers. We have the High Priestess, the Magician, and the Ace of Fire, the Passion. So you guys are intuitive and you have so much awareness and such passion. I think these are also my creatives. These are the people who think outside the box, who are performers and influencers as well. And you're just doing things in a way that hasn't been done before. You're innovators. You're innovators now because we're in a new paradigm. But you're also extremely, extremely, extremely intuitive and psychic. And you, this group may be even having visions and dreams and connections to other realms and definitely connected to your spirit guides. You guys already know who your spirit guides are. You guys are so connected. You're so loved. Your only downfall sometimes is that you doubt yourself. You doubt yourself internally. You doubt what you know. You doubt what you feel. And sometimes you may get lost in your emotions. This is a very emotional group. These could be like my water signs in this group, my Pisces, my Cancers, my Scorpios, and also just my fire signs as well. But you guys are just like such loving souls. Like you really are just passionate about what you do, passionate about society, passionate about the earth, the animals. You're really creative, and you're also, a lot of you are really connected to the stars. There's some of you here are star children and come from the galactical paradigm, and you're really cosmic, and there's a lot that you receive. It's important for this group though, because you're so intuitive, to also remain with your both feet on the ground, because you can travel. You're probably doing astral projecting and, jumping jumping realities, as they say. But it's very important to remind yourself that you're in this existence, in this reality, and that sometimes, yeah, we want escapes, we want to go somewhere else, but you're also in a place where you are living this life for a reason, for a purpose. And so intuitively you get a lot of hits. You're very in tune. Sometimes I don't feel like you follow your intuition, but you're like this. Like, you guys were natural born psychic from little. You saw things, you heard things, you spoke to spirits at a very young age. You knew things, but for some reason, some of you might have forgotten, because as you got older, society and just life changes, community, and the way you were brought up, you were probably this gift laid dormant in you. However, it is now springing out and is in full force. And you guys are also the manifestors, right? You can create things, and sometimes with that you have to be very careful, because this group can get very cocky. Remember that you may know and have information to share, but not everyone is ready to receive that information. So, as a friend said to me, unsolicited advice is criticism. So remember that those that need and want your assistance will ask for it, and those that don't, that's what you can share on your platform. If you have something to share, we're now in this place where information is readily available to us, so you can share your information. But as far as loved ones, friends, families, if they want advice, they will ask for it. If they do not ask for it, it's unsolicited. Do not share it in that way. But know and trust that everything happens for a reason. And this group, I feel like you do have a sense of that, and you're also so connected with your passion and your heart's desire. You came here knowing what you were doing, wanted to do, and you've done it, even if it hasn't been on a wider scale. For example, some of you may be entertainers, actors, performers, artists of some kind, and maybe you haven't become rich and famous, but you have lived and done your art and performed and acted and were, you create music. You're doing what you love. You are doing what you love. It may not be on a worldwide scale, but it is known. It is being felt through you when you share it. You're so gifted, Group 3. You're extremely, extremely gifted. Let us see what messages your loved ones have for you, which you already may know of. There is the humility card. You have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are on the same but different paths. Yes, because you're so intuitive, Group 3, you know and you have a sense of why you're here on earth. I know I said most of you need to remember that, because it's so easy to get lost in the other realms. But you also have that awareness and that recognition of why you're here. And because of that, because you're here on earth, you're doing the work that you know you're meant to be doing. And that is the shadow work, that is healing traumas, that is healing ancestral lineage. You're doing the work. So you know and have the awareness of others that are doing the work too, and that are on the same path. And it's very humbling when you are in a place where sometimes you may want to share advice or share, and someone gives you a nugget and you're like, oh, that's right. I'm here to learn just as much. I'm here to receive just as much. So there's this loving balance, Group 3, of being human and also knowing why you're here and being that spirit in the human body. You're very aware, and I think that it's beautiful that you have this humble nature, because it does keep you grounded when you need to. And you have forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And I think that that's part of why you love so much, and why most of you may be attracted to creating arts. And it doesn't mean necessarily the arts. It could be you're a math genius, or a math whiz, or an engineer, or entrepreneur of some sort, or just someone who knows how to create love and abundance and joy within people. And because of that, because you've done the work on yourself, because you're so open to your heart's desire, you also have a sense of knowing that holding on to resentment, holding on to anger, not forgiving others or yourself will only make you sick. You have that awareness, you have that recognition, you have that acknowledgement of knowing that, part of loving yourself, part of being who you are is forgiving yourself and others. And that is a beautiful, beautiful trait to have. So group 3, you guys are really like an amazing, loving group. You're just so heartfelt. So you're here. You are so in alignment with why you're here, and you're learning along the way. It doesn't make you perfect, but you know what you need in order to continue to live a more harmonious and balanced life. Forgive me if I keep stuttering. And you have choices, group 3. When you accept responsibility for your life and the choices you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen to and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside you and apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. Bam! This card describes you guys to a T. To a T. You know exactly what your heart desires. You know how to balance you know how to look within. You know how to do your own inner work. You know how to heal. You trust your inner guidance. You trust your spirit guides. You're very aware. You know how to forgive. You know how to love. And because of that, because you create things within first, right? You heal yourself within, you're able to heal the exterior, to heal the external world, to be a light to everyone else, to be healers. Didn't I say this was a healer group? This is the healing group. You guys are healing yourselves because you're healing others. It's such a beautiful, beautiful group. And here's your message from Spirit. I am with the rest of the family. So some of you may have a few loved ones in spirit, and they're together, they're all together. And also this gives me the sense that because this group is so aware, you're also aware of your soul family, and some soul members incarnated and some didn't, and the ones that left this earth sooner than expected, or sooner than you have reconnected with the other members of your soul family. So they're all together, and you guys already know this. I feel like you sense this. And thought of power is your card. So this goes back to your intuition, how magical you are. You are the alchemist, and you know, because of the work you've done, because of the choices, because of the love, because of the healing, because of the forgiveness, how powerful your thoughts are, how powerful your emotions are, how you create, how you manifest, how you can heal others through, positive thinking and sending someone love and sending someone energy just by thinking it. It's like you think it, it is done. That's how powerful you guys are. That's the power of your manifestations and the work you have been doing as healers. And you've created this beautiful, beautiful balance in your life. Beautiful trajectory. And look, you get the completion card. So what I get from that is that this group, with its ups and downs that you may have from time to time, you're on a cycle of completion. You've probably already ended, something that at first was very challenging, and then you put the powers to be, you alchemized, you sat with your spirit guides, you followed your heart's passion, you did the inner work when you needed to do the inner work, you forgave, you created healthy choices, you worked on yourself. And you've come to a place now where you get to celebrate that, where you get to honor that, where you get to love yourself for that and acknowledge that. Because as you complete this cycle, a new one will begin. And that is where you are right now, group 3. You're completing a cycle. And this is beautiful right now we're at the time of the equinox, right? So we're entering a new cycle. So you get to start new again. You know, what is it you want to create or do next? It's all very beautiful. Now let us see what other messages your spirit guides and your ancestors and your higher self has for you. I have some charms from the other side. And what has... Oh, didn't I say I want to believe? Here's a little extraterrestrial or star being. Didn't I say some of you are star children? This is just a connection of that. I know it's this is more of like a cartoon of this, but you know, there are other life forms in the galaxy, in the cosmos, and at some point or another, you were one of them, or you connected to them, or you believe in them. And I believe that you have some star beings in your soul family, and you come from the stars. So it's really beautiful. You have the Unakite crystal, which is all about the heart, the passion, and also grounding into that, grounding into what you desire and what you love. And I think that also it's a reminder that you're here on earth and that you have soul family here on earth as well. You have little shamrock or 4-leaf clover, but this is the shape of the heart again. You know, this is luck. And I think that this group, particularly when you follow your heart desire, you are very lucky. You're very abundant and you're very fruitful. You have an angel. You have many angels actually that are with you. And I think some of your angels believe you are an angel. So that's really beautiful. And you have a fish. Again, I think a lot of you may be water signs or have some water signs in your chart. And also, again, this is a reminder of like being connected to this planet, this earth, to all life, you know, all creation, and you being aware of that and being sensitive to that. I think a lot of you are very sensitive, not only to your sixth sense, but in tuned to everything around you, a connection to everything around you. And here's the rainbow, you know, in the clouds. And I think that there's been a lot of rainbows lately, and it's just a reminder, right? There's always like the silver lining of life. There's a rainbow always comes out after the rain, you know, and with the sun, which here you go, you got the sun as well. You light up others' lives, and I think your spirit guides are reminding you that you are someone's sun. You're very bright. You're a very loving soul. You want to heal, and that's why you've done a lot of the legwork for yourself, a lot of the healing for yourself, because you guys are the healers. So group 3, if you loved this reading or resonated with this reading, please put a little sun emoji to let me know that this was your reading and you resonated with it. And please share and like and subscribe, because we want to share the love, right? You guys are healers. You're here to share your message as well. So I hope you received. Peace, love, and blessings. Mwah.